The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
This week in FRC Media News, a local community behavioral health center will soon be taking its services directly into the community. Schools in Fall River open in less than 2 weeks. We begin our annual back-to-school previews, and Fall River will be showcased on a national travel and leisure television program. All this and more coming up. It's Thursday, August 14th, 2025. This is FRC Media News. I'm Keith Tebow. Child and Family Services, with a location in Fall River, recently cut the ribbon on its mobile crisis van, which will provide targeted services within the city, supplementing its work as one of 27 community behavioral health centers across the Commonwealth. Pam Bollerino, Vice President of Acute Care Services, says the mobile van will take behavioral health and crisis care to where people are.
Obviously, New Bedford and Fall River have a huge issue with mental health and substance abuse. We know that, plus a lot of unhoused individuals that are struggling with substance abuse and mental health. And the way that the van really is going to be a service is that we're working closely with our city officials to really figure out where in the city do we find the people that are struggling the most, right? That don't realize that they have access to care through the community behavioral health centers. They might not have heard about it. They might not have transportation to get there. So our goal is to be out and about and really to target those areas in the city that the city sees the most struggle. We're not going to solicit people, right? We're just going to be present, and we're going to be like, we're here. If you need us, knock on the door. We can help you.
Another benefit to having the van within the community is to take pressure off emergency and urgent care facilities, which are often called upon to handle behavioral health crises.
Our specialty is behavioral health, right, and substance abuse. To be able to take those individuals out of the emergency room and provide them a service in the community, you know, and be able to say, like, and very individualized, right? We're one-on-one with that individual. We're not on a time crunch. You know, we can spend the time we need with them and really get the services that they need in place. Majority of the people we see do not need to go to a higher level of care. They just need to be connected to a psychiatrist or a therapist, or they need to go to detox. All of that we could do from the community without them going to the emergency room. It takes a lot of the burden away from the emergency room, but also from the patients, especially when you're dealing with individuals that might be psychotic. When they're in a hospital, it can be very triggering. There's a lot of noises, there's security everywhere, and that can be triggering for somebody. To take them into either seeing them in the van or in our crisis center really eliminates a lot of that stressor from an individual who might not be doing well.
Child and Family Services CEO Wendy Patello says the Fall River area van will be deployed by the end of the summer.
September 1st, we should be ready to go. We're making sure that we have staff to be able to provide the service in the van. It'll be located at different places throughout the city, able to meet the unhoused individuals, able to provide if there's a significant crisis that's happening, but it'll always be out there welcoming people in. We'll start seeing the trends of the city, where people are looking for us, see where we're at, and we'll be at various spots. And yes, a little bit of that is going to be plug and play, right? Get an idea of where we find that people are needing us. But again, we will go to you. We have clinicians who will go to your house, to your school, to any location that you choose, or we can invite you in. So we can always do the work, even if we're not using the van. The van is just next level excellence.
It's hard to believe, but schools in Fall River will open in less than 2 weeks. And we like to get students and parents prepared as to what they can expect when the new school year begins. The Atlantis Charter School gets back in session a week from Monday on August 25th. In its 31st year, the K-12 school has seen its enrollment remain steady at over 1,200 students. Executive Director Robert Beatty says Atlantis offers a curriculum that not only prepares students to attend college, but provides opportunities for those who wish to jump right into the workforce.
We continue to expand our Career Academy, which we have 5 career academies that sort of broadly expose students to possible career pathways that they may want to pursue in an undergraduate program or directly in the workforce. And this year, through our Medical Academy, we anticipate adding an EMT course. So we're waiting for final approval and a site visit from the state regulators, but our application went in and was approved over the course of the last couple of months, and we're excited to be able to offer this course to kids. They would graduate from Atlantis with the official EMT certification. So for students interested in entering the medical field, it's a really exciting opportunity.
In the lower grades, the focus remains on giving students a strong academic foundation.
We changed our literacy curriculum a number of years ago now, and we continue to expand and improve on that. And that curriculum is based in the science of reading. So, students are learning phonics early on, and we've seen already improvement through implementing this new curriculum. We'll continue to do that. Year to year, that's additional professional development for staff, additional investment in some of the materials that kids use. But we've seen improvement already, and we anticipate seeing more as we move forward.
Outside the classroom, Atlantis continues to expand its theater and fine arts opportunities and grow its athletics program.
We added wrestling last year and added winter track also. So we continue to sort of, based on what student interests are. If we have enough kids that are interested in a particular sport, we're able to move pretty quickly and put some teams together. And we were able to do that last year with wrestling and winter track, as I mentioned. So we're excited to see those continue to grow. We continue to have football, baseball, softball, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls basketball, volleyball. So excited to watch those teams perform this year.
Mr. Beatty says Atlantis is fortunate to be in a community that values quality education. A big part of that is encouraging parents to lend their input.
We're constantly surveying parents and asking them for feedback. Over the last couple of years, we've instituted a new program called the acronym is FIS, Family Institute for Student Success, and that's a program through the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. And the purpose is to engage parents even more, to bring them in and help them advocate for their kids in school, and also help the school hear in more detail what's important to our families and what they want to see in their child's education. So we're always looking for areas to improve that collaboration with families. As everybody knows and everyone says it, and I think it's the success is at varying degrees depending on where you are. But schools work best when families and teachers and administrators are all working together.
Growth is the theme as the Argosy Collegiate Charter School begins its academic year on August 27th.
We'll have 620 scholars, 6 to 12, roughly 100 per grade level from 6 to 8, and about 90 to 70 in 9 to 12. This has been leading up to the 25-26 school year. It speaks to the demand of offering a school choice in Fall River. We had almost 500 applications for again, a school with 620 enrolled scholars. So Argosy, the demand is certainly there, and we see that families are really taking advantage of the excellent opportunity for tuition-free college credits by graduation.
Argosy champions its grades 6 through 12 College Educational Partnership Program by measuring the number of college credits seniors earn when they graduate. And the class of 2026 is on pace to be the most successful in the school's 12-year history.
This is going to be a momentous graduating class for the school. So we have 67 graduates this upcoming year. And the terms of the original charter, as outlined in the original charter, we kind of plan for about 70 graduates. So it's really exciting to kind of see the original plan in the charter kind of fulfilled. Of those 67 scholars that'll be graduating with us, we'll have about 15 that'll be also graduating simultaneously with an associate's degree from Bristol Community College. So it really is fulfilling the vision of the school of supporting kids to and through college.
With interest in the school growing, Mr. Jagannath says the need has arisen to expand its middle and high school facilities on Hamlet Street and Dover Street.
At the middle school, our gymnasium, in kind of as we build a vertically aligned athletics program, our gymnasium at the middle school is going to be completely rehabbed. And so that includes the floors, the layout, all the surfaces, the walls, the ceilings, entrances, facilities themselves, athletic facilities, lines, etc. Here at the high school, with our growing enrollment in the early college program, we're looking to expand space on our Snell Street, adjacent to our Dover Street location. At our high school, we also have we own property on the next block over on Snell Street, where currently the parking lot is located. And so we're looking at adding some classroom space, some instructional space on that location, while reworking the layout of the lot itself.
Argosy will also be expanding its athletic program by adding girls soccer in the fall and co-ed track and field in the spring. Mr. Jagannath says the diversity of educational opportunities in Fall River is a testament to the collaboration among local schools.
We're a unique program. Our outcomes and our mission is very specific and very focused, and it's different than the work of Diamond, Fall River Public Schools, or Atlantis. And so, where we all kind of offer a different level of choice to the citizens of Fall River, and that's kind of our goal. And so, with that, we have there's a lot of mutual respect in the work that each program offers, and again, to ensure that the people of Fall River have strong outcomes and strong options for high quality education.
The Diocese of Fall River's Catholic Schools Alliance oversees 18 schools from Attleboro through Cape Cod. 4 of them are located here in Fall River: Espiritu Santo on Everett Street, Holy Name on Pierce Street, Holy Trinity on Lampford Street, and St. Michael on Essex Street. Superintendent Daniel Roy says the interest of parents in a Catholic education for their children remains consistent.
Overall, we are pretty steady on enrollment. We've seen some losses in pockets, we've seen some gains in pockets. One particular noteworthy gain would be at the middle school level, where we've seen an 11% growth in grades 6, 7, and 8 over the last 5 years. So what we're seeing are a lot of families that are really drawn to a Catholic middle school and a Catholic elementary school, and seeing that the value of their child being known, of the teaching of moral values, religious education, small class sizes in a safe environment.
Last year, the diocese was forced to close St. Stanislaus School due to declining enrollment. Mr. Roy says 60% of St. Stan's students have been transferred to other city Catholic schools, where they can experience innovative curriculums like the STEM program at Holy Trinity.
That program and the STEM program there just continues to be a great example of experiential learning. I mean, kids are learning so much about agriculture and business, and within that, math and science. They're learning about good communication, good PR, and community engagement. St. Michael's and the virtues education, the particular focus on virtue education at St. Michael's this year, with some new programming coming its way. At Holy Name, they have done a great job of really right-sizing and making more coherent their academic program at Holy Name, have gotten some great results there. Espiritu Santo just continues to be a wonderful neighborhood community with such a close tie to the parish. And just so many people with a lot of longevity who really understand the student body there and serve it so well.
Mr. Roy says the diocese continues to make it easier for parents to choose a private Catholic education with little worry on how they can pay for it.
For the 24-25 school year, nearly 1,000 students from across the diocese received some form of needs-based financial aid, ranging from $250 to $2,750 per student, which covers more than 50% of tuition. at that level. Another way to think about that is that FACE financial aid can result in a monthly tuition payment for families between $200 and $300, really the cost of weekly groceries for a family. The Foundation for Catholic Education has recently had a very successful fundraiser out on Cape Cod. Just a ton of interest in working to make Catholic education affordable for more students in the future.
Those in Fall River seeking a Catholic high school education since the closure of Bishop Connolly High School have generally moved on to Bishop Stang in Dartmouth, which this year boasts an enrollment of 484 students.
While Bishop Stang has a lot of ties here in the city of Fall River, with members of the Board of Trustees, with a number of other prominent alum having Fall River ties. A pastor over at Holy Name, Father Riley Williams, is a Bishop Stang alum. There are lots of those ties, but at the same time, it's been sort of a distant option as Bishop Connolly has existed here, and now I think they're looking at ways to continue to build that bridge here to the city and to propose the value of a great Catholic education girded in a Catholic mission, valuing academic rigor, and providing pathways to financial assistance.
Diocesan schools will open on Tuesday, August 26th. The city of Fall River, with a long history in service of its veterans, received another honor last week when it was named a Purple Heart City.
Fall River has always been a city of stitches and steel, a place where hard work is woven with heart. Our mills spun cloth for uniforms, our shipyards built hulls for the fleet, and for every war from 70 to 75, our sons and daughters have stepped forward. Some came home with visible wounds, some carried scars that only quiet moments reveal, and some did not come home at all. When we unveiled the Purple Heart signs today, we joined a nationwide fellowship of communities that honor that sacrifice every day of the year, not just with ceremonies, but with action. Helping a veteran navigate benefits, offering a seat at a council table, or simply saying thank you, your courage lives here. To our Purple Heart recipients in attendance, you turned personal pain into living monuments of resilience. Your city sees you, stands with you, and commits itself anew to guarding your well-being. To our Gold Star families, we speak your loved ones' names with reverence, and we vow that those names will echo through our community, our parks, and our public memory.
We'll have more FRC Media News after this.
Here are some job descriptions on the latest hot jobs list from the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center. Energy Efficient Director, Citizens for Citizens, located at 571 2nd Street, seeks a full-time Energy Efficiency Director, responsible for overseeing all aspects of the Department of Energy Weatherization and Heating Systems. Job number 229-06191. Preschool Teacher, People Incorporated, located at 1 Father de Valles Boulevard, is urgently looking for a full-time preschool teacher, responsible for creating and implementing lesson plans and activities for toddlers and preschoolers. Job number 229-04469. Surgical Tech, St. Anne's Hospital, located at 795 Middle Street, is seeking a full-time surgical tech, responsible for reviewing all operating room schedules and anticipate needed equipment for upcoming procedures. Job number 229-04425. Graphics Printing Operator, D2G Group, located at 81 Commerce Drive, is looking for a full-time graphics printing operator. For more information, call 401-247-0333. Cipla Pharmaceuticals, located at 927 Current Road, has an immediate need for the following full and part-time positions. Manufacturing Operator, job number 228-97360. Quality Analyst, job number 228-97349. For more information about these or other positions, visit Mass Hire JobQuest at jobquest.dcs.ol.mass.gov or call the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center at 508-730-5000.
Welcome back. The Thomas Norton City Pier will once again host Take Me to the River, organized by the Narrows Center for the Arts. Executive Director Patrick Norton says the Festival of Music, Food, and Fun will attract a regional audience.
This event is a really great way to showcase the Fall River waterfront. Two things happen here. It's a great event for the community. A lot of local people can come down to the event and experience high quality, culture and music for free. But also, the Narrows is known for bringing a lot of people from outside of Fall River into this event. And last year we figured about 70% of the people who attended the event came from outside the city of Fall River. All 6 New England states were represented, so it's an economic event too, where it brings people from all over to the city of Fall River. And as Paul said, Fall River's been in the news lately, where a lot of people see Fall River as a great place to live. And these kind of events help enrich the community and make Fall River a better place to live.
Mechanics Cooperative Bank is the lead sponsor for the event, which will run from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday, August 23rd.
We have 3 world-class bands here. Ryan Mount Blue Band is the headliner. 2025 Blues Grammy Award winner Ruthie Foster, and our good friend Eddie 9V. Eddie 9V is a guitar player who's made a lot of noise the last year. He just got signed to Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys record label, so it's going to be a fun event. We've got Canned Heat serving beverages. We've got Primo serving beverages. We've got a variety of food trucks. And we know we're kind of in somewhat of a construction zone here on Route 79, but we've got some great parking options and some great transportation options I just wanted to talk to everybody about real quick. First of all, you can get here from the MBTA station. Anybody along that MBTA line, it's a quick 5-minute walk from here. We've also have the city trolley, which will be transporting people from the MBTA lot, from the Narrows lot, and also from the lot on Ferry Street. And then we're also encouraging boaters to pull up to the pier as well. There's some docking that you can pull up. I think there's about 15 dock locations right up against the pier. And then there's also a lot of places in the water that people can pull up their boat and check out the music.
And finally this week, Fall River will be the focus of the travel and leisure program, Lost In.
Lost In is a show about wonderful towns that are kind of off the beaten path. Not your big cities or your more tourist traps. These are cool towns that more people should know about. So we find those little hidden gems and we show them off. So season 1 is out now. It was on Destination America, broadcasted, every Thursday at a certain time. Now it's free to stream on Tubi, and we're approaching the tail end of season 2. So we just wrapped up episode 9 in New Bedford. Now we're here in southeast coast of Massachusetts for episode 10. We got 3 more to do in October. It'll be on the airwaves come beginning of October.
The program will include sampling of cuisine at Morgan's Cantina and Sagra's restaurants, tours of the Lizzie Borden home, Battleship Cove, and Buzzards Bay Brewing in Westport. The opening to the show was filmed at the gates of the city. Producers of Lost In say the program will reach an audience of over 90 million households. Chrisanne Tyrell, Executive Director of the Southeastern Massachusetts Visitors Bureau, says Lost In could bring increased interest in the region's tourist attractions and small businesses.
We tend to reach out to out of the state or even, Boston, out of southeastern Mass. We want the visibility on the South Coast. So this is very important, and I think the number of households that will be reached by these episodes will bring people in. They'll want to come to southeastern Mass. Many people go to Boston and they don't even know about the South Coast because we're in between Cape Cod and Plymouth. So they might drive right by, but now they might make a stop.
Mr. Stevenson says, along with spotlighting local attractions, Lost In focuses on the passion of those within the communities it visits.
Here's one thing we've got from a lot of people. They're saying, I was like, describe the people around here, and they go, they're proud. They know they live in a wonderful community, and they love showing it off. It's not about keeping it a secret. These kind of towns, of course, they gotta help and feed the community that works here. It's working class areas, but they need the tourism, and they want people to know outside of the area, outside of the state, hey, you're gonna come here, you're gonna eat good food, you're gonna have some fun times, and you're gonna fall in love with the views. And that's what we have done. Like, you look at this. You kidding me? You can stay in that lighthouse right there. It's awesome. The Board and Light Marina. This place is beautiful. We love getting close to the water, and Southeast Massachusetts, man, you're on the water. We love diving into fresh seafood, adventure, history, cocktails, and you guys have it all.
We'll wrap up this edition of FRC Media News right after this.
Welcome to Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. Today we have Bindi, a 2-year-old English Bulldog mix here at Forever Paws. Bindi's been here for about 3 weeks, entered the shelter on the 8th, and she is a sweetheart. A little fur ball full of energy and sweetness and kindness and curiosity. Everything you want in a dog. She is probably going to be best with children over 12, but is very good with other dogs and cats. Bindi loves her walks in the morning. As soon as you take her out of the cage, she is the first one just to come there and greet you. And she loves to say hello. She loves to jump on you when you're putting your leash on. She loves to jump on you when you're walking her. She's so excited to see you all the time. A very social and kind-hearted animal. So if you would like to come down and meet Bindi, you can come to Forever Paws Animal Shelter at 300 Linwood, Fall River, Mass.
Today we have Hickory. He's a 12-year-old gray and white domestic short hair. He is 12 years old and he weighs around 19 pounds. So we would say any kids above the age of 12 and teenagers he would do great with. He loves to be brushed and he loves all the people. He usually just lounges and does his own thing. He's not super energetic or super playful, but he loves his people and he loves the company all the time. He's always fine with being petted on, loved on. He loves to sit in your lap and just hang out. If you'd like to come down and meet Hickory, he's located at Forever Paws Animal Shelter at 300 Linwood Street in Fall River, Massachusetts. You could also call us at 508-677-9154 or visit our website, foreverpaws.com, and put in an application for Hickory.
That's all for this week's edition of FRC Media News. You can visit our website, frmedia.org, for more local news and information. FRC Media News airs Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. on Channel 95 and the Fall River HD channel, which you can find on Channel 1072. For all of us at FRC Media News, I'm Keith Tebow. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Thursday.